Thanks again for checking out the Coding Fanatic YouTube channel. Head on over to codingfanatic.com and join our mailing list for weekly updates on Android tutorials, career advice, and more. So once again, head on over to codingfanatic.com and thanks for your support.
Welcome back. So in my last encounter with the travel app, I kept seeing the application crashing. And I was able to narrow it down and figure out exactly what the root cause of the crashes is. So just as a recap, when we go to the search list activity, if I go into the edit text field and I type in some zip code, once I click on this enter key, the app crashes. And I couldn't figure out why. So I did what anyone else would do. I went through the code. And if you look through it, this part right here where it says display adapter is equal to original adapter, this has been the culprit. You see, I'm using array adapters to store the list of addresses for this app. So there are two adapters I have. There is one that I use for display, and there's one that contains the original unchanged list of addresses. The reason for this is so that I can make changes based on what the user inputs for the zip code, and I can update this list with the dynamic display adapter. And if I need to reset it back to normal, I can use the static original adapter. But there is a line in here, right here, display adapter equals original adapter. So my intention was to copy all the values from the original adapter, the static one, into the display adapter. However, because these are both array adapter objects, the assignment operator assigns the reference, not the value. So object variables reference a location in memory where that data is stored. So all these addresses that you see here that are in the original adapter are not a series of strings assigned to this original adapter. They are stored in a spot in the memory, and that's how object variables work. They don't store hard-coded information. They store references to locations in your memory. But if you copy that to another object variable, then that variable will also contain the same reference. So if we go down into the set on editor action listener method here, the logic that I've written here, the first thing that happens when you click this enter key, or you have the IME action done, which is what happens when you click on enter after typing something, the first thing it does is it clears the display adapter. But since the display adapter now contains the same reference as the original adapter, this clears the original adapter as well. So let's say I go in here and I type in, I don't know, Massachusetts 02134. I'm not going to click enter because we already know it's going to crash the application. But when I click enter, what happens is, since the input is greater than 0, meaning that the input area is not empty, there's a for loop that cycles through the original adapter, and it compares each address stored in that array with the zip code of each address is compared with what's entered here. However, since it has been cleared, when I use displayAdapter.clear, it also clears the original adapter. So this for loop now tries to reference an index of the original adapter that does not exist because it's empty. And that's what ends up crashing the application. So the easiest way to fix this would be to, instead of having the display adapter equal to the original adapter, I can use a for loop to assign each address, or add each address that's stored in the original adapter to that of the display adapter. So that's what I'm going to go with for this fix, and that should prevent the application from crashing whenever I type something here into this edit text. So yeah, that's about it for now. It's been a pretty strange journey working around figuring out this bug, but that's how software development works. You find an issue and you go through your code and you debug and see what changes, make some changes here and there until you figure out what the root cause is, and you go in and fix it. That's how it works. So once again, thank you all so much for tuning in. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and you can subscribe to both the YouTube channel and head over to codingfanatic.com where you can subscribe to my mailing list. There you'll be updated first whenever I make new videos like these, as well as tutorials and other Android development, front-end development related content. So once again, this is your host, Richard Clark, signing out, and I will see you all on the next one. Peace.